It's nearly Christmas. Today's Blue Peter is coming to you 2,260 kilometres from London.
6,204 kilometres from New York.
1,366 kilometres from Moscow.
1,973 kilometres from Amsterdam.
And 6,680 kilometres from Peking.
When we step over this line, we will be in the Arctic Circle, which is where Santa is sent to his home. I'm going to do it.
You're quite excited, aren't you? So technically that means that I'm south and you're north. Oh, you can tell it's definitely colder here.
It's nearly Christmas, come on! Coming up on today's Blue Peter,
We meet some of the wildlife in Lapland.
we'll have the diary of the author of A Wimpy Kid.
Greg is a little bit like me.
And we see some really impressive snow sculptures.
Oh my word!
That's brilliant. Hello and welcome to a very snowy episode of Blue Peter.
Today we are coming to you from the winter wonderland that is Lapland.
We've travelled 2,000 miles away from our studio in Salford to give you a sample of what life is like in Lapland, a region in the very north of Europe.
Lapland isn't actually a country in itself. It's a huge territory spanning 3 countries: Sweden, Norway and Finland. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Lionel. That's amazing.
Guys.
Hello. Well, I've made some entrances in my time, but, you know, motorbike, helicopter, never by Husky. How are you? We're in the Finnish part of Lapland. They're gearing up for Christmas. We should get off this so we can tie it up. And as you can see, it's going to be a white Christmas. Look at all the snow. It's lovely.
Yeah, and this is just one way to get across the snow, by being pulled on a sledge by a pack of Huskies. Now, we've got 6. Can we go say hello?
Yeah, definitely have to.
Hello.
Hello, girls and boys.
Oh, hello.
Now,
Hello.
the guy in charge of navigating these dogs is known as a musher. Lionel is the musher here today. Hi, Lionel.
Lionel, who have we got here?
Here we have Drake, only male in this team, and then Bora Bora.
They're like Olympians, aren't they? How fast can they run?
Actually, average like 20 kilometers an hour.
They are very strong dogs as well. They're not like normal dogs, are they, that we have as pets? They're actually they are
have a lot of
working
power.
dogs.
And we train with the power. I train so that they are really powerful dogs, so I don't need them to go so fast, but I need them to be strong.
And how old are they?
Almost 3 years old, so 2.5. And
Barney's just over 3. I don't think our dog would be up for this now.
How funny.
So, but
What
that's...
about me?
he's not trained well.
No, he certainly isn't. Lionel, thank you so much for introducing us to these fabulous dogs.
No problem.
Yes, thank you very much, and of course for the amazing entrance. Right, let's talk about Christmas. At this time of year, you've started to write your lists already, what you'd like for presents. Have you put any books on there? Because at this time of year, the shelves are jam-packed full of new releases.
Do you know, millions of books are sold in the run-up to Christmas, but how do you make yours stand out from the rest? Well, I spent the day with Jeff Kinney. I'm in a comfortable embrace here, thank you, this is keeping me warm. I spent the day with Jeff Kinney, the author of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, to find out how. So here is the diary of the author of A Wimpy Kid. You're gonna love it. Earlier this year, we asked you, what's your favourite children's book of the last 10 years? Sorry, can't help it. It's their fault. You can't say that anymore. You have to sing it. Well, thousands of you voted, and you didn't select a Harry Potter, nor did you go for one of Jacqueline Wilson's stories. You voted for The Diary of a Wimpy Kid by Jeff Kinney. The books tell the story of Greg Heffley's attempts to survive school along with his older brother Roderick. Now, they've sold millions of copies all over the world, and there's been a series of movies.
Vacation is on.
Jeff Kinney is a man in demand. He's come over to the UK from his home in America to promote his new book. And for one day only, I'm in charge of this, the diary of the author of A Wimpy Kid. Right, appointment 1 is at a school. Hi, Jeff.
Hi,
I'm Helen.
Nice to
right,
meet you.
I'm going to be looking after your diary for
Great.
today.
Okay.
So first up, you've got a question and answer session and a book signing.
Great, let's go.
Come this way. Hello, everybody. How are you?
Hi, everyone.
I've brought somebody to see you today. Would you like to ask him some questions?
Is Gregory like anyone you know?
He's a little bit like me as a kid. I wasn't always the best kid or the bravest or the strongest or the most popular, so Greg is a little bit like me.
What top tips would you give a young writer?
My tip for a young writer would be to show your work to an adult who's willing to criticize you, who's willing to say, you know what, you need to do this better and this better.
Hands up, guys, who wants to have their book signed? That's a yes, then. Have you had a nice time? Yeah! We've got to go if that's all right.
Let's go. Thanks, guys.
While we travel to our next appointment, there's just time for Jeff to answer some of your questions. We've had hundreds for you, Jeff.
Oh, great.
So first up is Katie in Worcestershire, who says, when did you first start to write?
I first started to write in 1998 when I was about 27 or 28 years old, and it took me 8 years to create my first draft of Wimpy Kid.
Maroon Loopy Rose says, what is the most Diary of a Wimpy Kid moment in your life so far?
I used to hide out from my swim team coach in the locker room, just like Greg, and I'm embarrassed to say I actually would wrap myself in toilet paper to stay warm.
I love that bit.
It's true.
Plum Cloudy Mango and brother says, me and my brother want to know where you get all of your amazing ideas.
Thank you. Well, I throw a blanket over my head and sit on the couch, and sometimes I fall asleep, and sometimes I come up with ideas. So when my wife finds me asleep on the couch, I say, I'm working.
Do you really?
Yes, that's my life.
Well, thank you, Jeff. We're nearly at our next appointment now, so I'll ask you some more questions in a bit, but that was great. Thanks.
Great.
Next up is a chat with a national magazine. So next up, Jeff, it's an interview with a lady from a magazine.
Excellent.
So Jeff's in there doing his interview, and it's still a very busy time for me. I've got to keep an eye on the diary because we don't want anything slipping through, so I'm just going to keep an eye on the clock and concentrate on the diary at all times. In between appointments, there's just chance for me to grab Jeff for a quick chat. Didn't your book start out on the internet?
Yeah, I started off by publishing on a website, and after about a year, I had 12 million viewers or readers, so that was really exciting, and I knew that I had something there I could try to get in print.
So you never actually set out to be a writer, did you? You set out to be a cartoonist?
Right, I wanted to be a newspaper cartoonist. I just couldn't break in. And what's funny is when I wrote Diary of a Wimpy Kid, I was thinking of it for general audiences. I was thinking of it really for adults. So it's funny now that I'm a children's writer.
Now, obviously doing days like today are all part of your job because you've got to get out there and promote your book. But how do you find this?
This is really exciting to me. I mean, look at this view. It's amazing. I don't take any of this for granted. One day this ride will be over for me, so I'm really trying to enjoy it.
There is a bit more to come, isn't there?
At least 3 more books.
Well, let's go and talk about the current one. You've got a photo shoot, you know?
Great. Let's go.
OK, last up for the London leg of the tour is a photo shoot with a national newspaper. Having met Jeff, he seems quite humble. I bet a photo shoot is not his favourite thing in the world. Tra-la-la. Time's up on Jeff's promotional tour of London, so it's time for me to say goodbye. Jeff, thank you so much for letting us tag along.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's been an absolute pleasure to meet you. Good luck with the rest of the tour. Hi, guys. Oh, I'm going to miss him. Hang on a minute. I think... Jeff, I think you're going to need your diary and me. Oh, but Jeff, I've still got your diary. Can I come? Please?
Thanks, Jeff. What a lovely man he is. Stop it. Now, Scouts, you've been to the South Pole, right? So you know how cold it is. Well, here, it's -2. Can you believe that?
It's cold, though, isn't it?
In the winter, though, it gets to -40. That's why I'm wearing a duvet.
You look very snuggly and warm.
Thanks.
I was talking to a local lady who told me that a few winters ago, it went down to -49.
That's like 3 times colder than a freezer. That's ridiculous. Go on.
And it's not just sub-zero temperatures you've got to worry about. There's snow on the ground for more than half the year, which can be fun, but it can be a bit tricky.
Well, there are 2 strategies here for staying warm. One is to put as many clothes on as possible, like this. Where's that going? Just
Carry on.
there for now. And the other one is to take all of your clothes off, because here in Finland, there is 1 sauna to every 2.5 people. It's incredible. And yesterday, I went to try one. Get lost! If you come to Finland, the guidebook says you must try a sauna, which is a heated room which encourages the body to sweat. The Finns say they invented it, but then again, so do the Swedes. But with 2.2 million of them, it's fair to say the Finns love saunas. So I'm going to give it a go myself. I should also point out that it says in the guidebook that it's local custom to take a sauna naked. There's also a bit in there that says if you're a foreigner, you can wear pants. Thank goodness for that. Finnish saunas are the hottest in the world. Some of them are 90 degrees C. That's not far off boiling point for water. What's this? That's hot. Finns love saunas because the heat is really good for your complexion. The temperature is so high that the tiny pores in your skin open up and all the dirt comes out of them, which means it's harder to get spots. Whew. It's also believed when you're in the sauna, if you hit yourself with birch leaves, it increases the blood flow to the skin. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Now, if you had a sauna in the UK, you would cool off by having a cold shower. But here in Finland, they do things different. They roll in snow! Okay, cool down now.
I can't believe you rolled in snow. Well done.
It's the coldest I've been as quick in my life. Don't try that at home. It's really cold. Anyway, we know that saunas and, of course, Huskies are a big feature here in Lapland, but when you talk about animals, there's one that everyone thinks about first, and that is these gorgeous girls and boys, reindeer.
Yeah, so as part of our extravaganza in a winter wonderland in Lapland, we wanted to introduce you to some reindeer and to tell us a little bit more about them. This is Alu, their handler. Now, Alu, you're doing a very good job of keeping the guys near with this food.
Yeah.
But am I right in saying that there are more reindeer here than people?
Yeah.
And
Double more.
Twice as many reindeer?
In the summertime. Yeah.
And that's partly because they can cope with the cold weather so well.
Yeah.
How come they're so good at coping with the cold? What features have they got?
They have all special system for cold weather. They have a really, really special hair. It is made for keeping body warm. I mean, the fur, there's millions of hairs, and every hair there's a hole inside.
So it's like a straw?
Yeah, it's making like good insulation around the reindeer.
So because they're hollow, they can trap more air around their body. It's a bit like us having these big padded jackets on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about their antlers. They're about to fall off, aren't they?
Yeah, quite soon. It happens every year, and they grow back always in the summer. It takes them like 2.5 months, and they're ready again.
They can grow back in 2.5 months?
Yeah.
It's amazing. One thing I do know about reindeer, and I'm struggling to understand it at the moment, but every year I leave a carrot out for Rudolph, and none of these reindeers are eating carrots.
Do they eat carrots?
No.
Keep your carrots, Banny. You don't need to put them out on Christmas
Rudolph's just
Eve.
been polite all these years, hasn't he, bless him? Thank you for showing us your lovely animals. Obviously, while I'm here, you know that I like to take photographs, and so what I thought I would do is go out there and try and take a black and white photo for the Blue Peter calendar. But where do you start in a place as gorgeous as this? You're about to find out. Now, with all this snow lying around, I've just got to do a winter scene for the month of December in the Blue Peter calendar. Now, I know I said the photo was going to be in black and white, but I didn't expect to do the whole film in black and white. Ah, that's better. Thank you. Ooh! Watch your step. Just there. There are loads of ways you can take a black and white photograph, but the best way and the easiest way is to change the settings on your camera. You'll normally find it in menu, and you'll find it somewhere in picture settings, and it's called either monochrome or black and white. Once you've selected it, you then know exactly what the picture's going to look like when you look at your screen. So all you've got to do then is find a place to take your photo. Right, so what can I find? How cool is that? A really old, rustic sort of log cabin. It could almost be haunted. It's another great thing about black and white photography. You can make things look really eerie and really dark. That I love. I think it might be a bit too much for this photo. We're trying to create a winter scene. There are plenty of beautiful things to snap, but the rain really isn't helping. Yeah, I'm starting to struggle a little bit. All of this rain is making everything look very drab. Finland's a big place. Onwards, we'll find a photo yet. We've waited around for a while and the lighting has changed and we have been presented with a beautiful scene down by the lake. Look at this, it's absolutely perfect. The great thing about taking pictures is that you've only got to wait around for a few minutes and your picture can change completely. Yep, happy with that, that's lovely. So, 3 things to think about. Think about the foreground, think about what you can see at the front of the photograph, think about the background, of course, and more importantly, the lighting. Think about how beautiful it looks in the distance, and you've got to try and draw the viewer's eye in to that beautiful picture that you can then take a beautiful black and white photograph from. And if you'd like to download this month's calendar entry, head over to the Blue Peter website. This place is gorgeous, isn't it?
It is. I'm so glad you've got that picture. Good memento for us. Right, now you may have already started writing out your Christmas list and flicking through the catalogues, getting your eye on lots of cool presents and gadgets. But I bet nothing can compare to the present that 15-year-old Patrick got earlier this year. Here is his amazing story.
Hi, I'm Patrick. I'm 15 years old, and my nickname is the Bionic Boy, and this is what it's like being me. Bionic means to have part of your body replaced or made better by a machine.
When Patrick was 9 months old, he got blood poisoning, which caused him to lose part of his left arm and right leg.
I got my bionic arm when I was 13, and it cost roughly £20,000. It works by feeling the muscles in my lower arm, and it translates that into a movement in my hand. Although I don't have a bionic leg, I've got 3 different types depending on what I'm doing. There's a swimming one, a running one, and just my normal walking one. Here are some of the ones that I have. This one over here is the waterproof leg. There's 28 in total. My life's completely changed since I got my bionic arm. I'm not allowed to play rugby in case my arm or leg injures someone, but I'm a massive sports fan. My left arm is much weaker than my right arm, so that's why I use a bigger weight for my right arm.
You've been sending in your questions for Patrick to answer via the Blue Peter website. It looks like his friend Zivai has had fun picking some for him to answer.
Lavender Moon Baker asks, what does it feel like when you put your arm on?
Well, what I do is I wet my arm with just like the water or something, and I slide my arm, and it feels like you're wearing sort of a big glove or a big sleeve or something like that.
Okay. Cream Lighting Pear asks, do you get a bigger arm every birthday?
Not so much every birthday, but every now and then when I get tight and I've grown a bit, it gets quite tight, and so I get a new socket. So I get this bit of the arm, and I keep the same hand.
Okay. Topaz Smiley Mika asks, can you go swimming with your bionic hand?
I can't actually, no, it's not waterproof, so I just take it off when I want to go swimming. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what it's like being me. Time to recharge my batteries before tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Patrick. What an amazing story.
Now, you might have noticed that it has gone dark. Your telly's not broken, but that's because here in Lapland, the sun sets very early. It's only 3:30.
Now, when it snows in the UK, normally you'll go outside, get your warm gear on, and you'll build a snowman or throw snowballs at people. But here in Lapland, a local guy, very creative guy who's a sculptor, has done something very different with the snow that he's got. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? It's a snow sculpture.
Hello, Ville. So tell us a little bit about this guy. How long did it take you to make him?
Well, I started 3 hours ago.
Right.
With this one, but then it took something like 3 hours more before that to make the model or the preform, as well as designing the model.
Now, I know you've got a block of ice over there. Presumably that's for us, is it?
Yeah, that's exactly what this one looked like before.
Excellent. And so, in true Blue Peter style, we're going to give it a go and try and carve that snow into this Santa.
Yeah. So, where do we begin?
Here's your model.
Okay. Snowmen I can do. Snow sculptures I'm not.
This is a bit more
convinced.
complicated than a snowman, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, normally you build up the snowman.
Oh, wow, it's like a big fork and a scraper.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now, this is actually... Well, I don't know where to begin.
Well, that's what we're trying to
begin from the top.
Right.
You know? There's the hat, and just try to figure out what are their main reference points for you to sculpt the model. So where's the nose?
So if we go for the nose and work out...
Would it help if we drew it on?
I'm going for the nose. Got to start somewhere, Barney.
Does the nose stick out rather than stick in?
No, but you've got to go in to go out, if you know what I mean.
OK, I'll work on the hat. Shall I come around that side and try and make a...
I guess the weird thing about this is when you build a snowman at home, you sort of build it up, don't you, and roll it all together, whereas with this, we've got a pre-packed block of ice and we're sort of chiselling away.
If you look at that sculpture from here, it's got kind of a triangular shape, so I reckon if we make this into some sort of triangle sloping down to the sides, then we can mould it into a hat. I'm in charge of the hat. Are there any tips you would give us here, Ville, to get this right? What are we looking to do? Because I'm just...
Well, I would like to advise you to be very careful, because since this is compressed snow, and if you take too much off, then it's gone.
Right.
So I would like you to be careful, but since you have so little time now, you know, just go crazy.
So did you hear that, Helen?
Try to hear what...
Have a go.
Gently, gently catch your snow.
That's the thing, isn't it? At home, you could just sort of shove it back on, but you can't really do that here. That doesn't work.
I'm going to try and make it... I'm making the hat.
I'm going for the nose.
Helen, you're supposed to be gentle. It's artwork.
Sorry. Yeah, I guess you're right. To create something truly spectacular, you do need skill, dedication, and probably a lot more patience than I've got.
Yeah, a bit like the Ball Boys, whose story we followed at the ATP tennis tour, like what I did there. Here's their story. And when you come back, we'll hopefully be finished.
This is the O2 Arena in London, home to the ATP World Tour Finals, one of the biggest indoor tennis tournaments on the planet. And this is Daisy and Prash.
And go!
They're getting ready to go on court. Every year, the top 8 players in the world battle it out to be #1 and win the £1 million prize money. But they wouldn't get far without this very special team of teenagers. The Ball Kids. The big moment is nearly here, the end of a very long journey and a lot of hard work. It's a few weeks before the tournament and this is Ball Kid Boot Camp. Everyone is put through their paces with training drills testing fitness, reactions, teamwork and ball skills for 7 hours a day.
I was surprised at all the drills because I thought, you know, being a ball kid, all you do is just stand there and like throw a ball or something. But they really there's loads of like fitness, loads of sprinting, loads of turning and catching. So I thought I had no chance.
Keeping an eye on every move is head coach Mark McGrath.
After tomorrow, we're on court with Andy Murray and Roger Federer. Right from the start, right to the finish, you know, this is their opportunity to shine and to be the best that they can on court.
As well as being super fit, Ball Kids need to work as a team, with everyone knowing their position.
So the centre is the 2 kids at the net, and they've got to make sure if someone hits the ball in the net, they have to get it and then come back. But this happens at a very quick pace, so they've got a very difficult job. Whereas the people at the back, they're called the bases, they're the ones who give the towels to the players when they want them, and they're the ones who give the balls to the servers when the server wants the ball.
Like all the kids at boot camp, Daisy and Prash have made it through a gruelling selection process. The final team of 32 were picked from 2,500 who attended trials held all over the country, even in Paris.
I've always thought I'd love to be a ball kid. So Mum coming home from work one day picked up a flyer and brought it home and said, look, I found this, why don't you give it a go? So yeah, I went along and I got through and then got here.
You've got to be quite focused because you need to know what's going on, and you can't be fazed by the crowd or the players or what's going on. So you've got to have a good head on your shoulders, but you've also got to be quite quick in everything as well. So.
The training is done, it's time to head to the arena for the real thing. And for Daisy and Prash, some last-minute top tips from one of tennis's all-time greats, Boris Becker. He's a former world #1, he won 6 Grand Slam titles and is still the youngest player ever to win Wimbledon.
He was 17 when he won Wimbledon.
17?
That's like me winning it in 18 months' time. I think at 17 I'll be like starting college or finishing college. And he's just winning Wimbledon on the centre court. You can't imagine doing that at 17 years old.
So Boris, what do you look for in a ball kid?
I look for consistency, I look for professionalism.
Would you consider them important as part of the tennis match?
Very, very important. If they're not trained well enough, they can really interrupt the flow of the game. It's one thing, standing the right way, the way you are. Another thing of really being attentive, of watching each players different rhythm, because everybody is different.
The waiting is over.
Okay, guys, we ready? We're on.
17,000 spectators fill the arena and millions more are tuning in on TV. It's time for the ball kids to put their skills to the ultimate test. And Prash leads his team onto court.
It's been amazing. I mean, more than I'd ever thought it would be. It's brilliant. I love it.
It's more than being on court with the top 8 players in the world. More than missing school, it's the friends we made.
We're like a massive family now.
Prash even went on to win the Best Ball Kid award. Well done, Prash.
It was something I'll never forget. And I was on my birthday as well.
Yeah.
So best birthday present ever.
They work so hard, don't they, those ball boys and girls?
They do. You like to be a ball girl, didn't you?
I'm not patient enough, though, and I end up shouting, wouldn't I? Djokovic, give me a go.
I think you are patient. Look at what you've created tonight.
It's very satisfying, isn't it, doing this?
20 minutes left. Oh, me man, me cod snow.
I think that's all right.
Yeah, nice work.
Ville, have we got a Santa?
You definitely do.
Yes! It was quite hard. I mean, you've made it look easy. What do you think of our efforts?
Your effort is really good. I was afraid, that you could only hardly get started, but you have done the whole thing. And especially, I love your face.
Oh, thank you.
The face of the Santa. It's the cheeks.
There was some serious work going into the cheeks
really
on that one.
original.
Brilliant.
We'll never be able to get away with the plain old snowman again, will we?
No, it's not going to happen, isn't it? What's a great thing to do, though. Thank you very much for getting involved in there. And, of course, showing us your sculpture behind you. It's amazing.
Thank you for your time, Ville.
Thank you.
Right, then, let's go and warm up by the fire, shall we? And while we're doing that, we can tell you what's on next week's show. Whoa!
We're going to be
Lots of ice, lots of snow. Steady on, health and
You
safety.
sit down, get in one place. We are going to be staying in Lapland, and we've got a bit of a Christmas extravaganza. We're going to head to one of the biggest Christmas theme parks.
We're also going to be showing you how to make a Christmas jumper. Look at that.
Do you know what? I might wear that on Christmas Day.
I think you should. It suits you. And a Christmas cracker. 1, 2, 3. Oh! In fact, next week's show is going to be a
I
cracker.
knew you were going to say
You've
that.
got to finish with a Christmas joke, haven't you?
If you can't wait for his banter until next week, then check out the Blue Peter website because you can get on that 24/7. Oh, I think my fingers are defrosting.
You can log on. That's 2 jokes at the end of the show. See you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
All right, you lot. Now listen, I'm going to let you in on a little secret, right? Did you know that over on the CBBC website there's loads of brand new behind-the-scenes clips from the amazing adventures of Leonardo? Oh, look, you can see how they make him soar through the skies and how they do all the amazing stunts and check out all the behind-the-scenes banter with the cast and crew. And there's loads more. Yeah, all you got to do, right, is head over to the CBBC website and click on Leonardo to check out all the amazing exclusive clips. What are you waiting for? Go on. Actually, I might go and do it myself. See ya.
Hello and welcome back to Newsround. I'm Hayley and here's what's going on in the world. Football news with big changes for the Euros. And the Wanted reveal their festive secrets. First up, there has been more violence in Northern Ireland overnight. At least 8 police officers have been injured and 12 people arrested when protesters fought with riot police in Belfast. People from the 2 communities who disagree about Northern Ireland being part of the UK are fighting over a decision to change how often the Union flag is flown at the town hall. Now, President Obama has asked for £37 billion to be spent on helping people recover from Superstorm Sandy. Sandy has been blamed for more than 120 deaths, and many thousands of people are still unable to live in their flood-damaged homes. The cost of the clear-up has been estimated as up to £50 billion, making it one of the most devastating storms to hit America. Now, amazing new surgery has saved the life of a little girl who was born missing some of the bones in her back. Rosie's very rare condition meant vital organs like her heart and lungs were slowly being crushed. But doctors have used a new operation to replace the missing backbones with bones from her legs. And now she's expected to live as long as any other child and is looking forward to Christmas with her family. Next, to big footy news. UEFA, European football's governing body, has announced that the 2020 Euro finals will be held in different cities across Europe. But how is it all going to work? Well, here's Nell to explain.
The guts, the glory, European champions. The idea of a continent-wide finals was first suggested back in June when UEFA President Michel Platini said this.
This is an idea that I come up with a while ago. And this was perhaps not to have the European Championships in 2020 in one country, but to have the European Championships all over Europe in 2020.
A Euros for Europe was how he put it. But the idea was met with a lot of criticism, some suggesting it was a silly idea to expect players and fans to travel across the continent, especially in a tough economic climate. Others believe it spreads the financial cost across many countries who can't afford to build new stadiums and transport networks to host such a massive competition on their own. The bidding process for the host cities will start in March next year. England, Wales, Scotland and the Republic of Ireland have already expressed an interest in hosting some matches. But is this a good idea?
What it does give is the opportunity for fans in different countries to see different teams. Also, not only that, it gives football associations, the likes of Scotland, Wales, Ireland, the chance to bid for something where perhaps in the past they might not have had the chance to do that.
There was always a possibility the FA would have bid to host the 2020 European competition anyway. Although the last time England hosted a major football championships in 1996, this happened.
Ooh, I am still not over Southgate missing that penalty. What a poor end to the Euros. Now, you may all recognise Gangnam star Psy. There he is. But he's taken a moment out from dancing at the moment to apologise for taking part in protest concerts several years ago. They were against America's presence in South Korea. Well, Psy is due to perform at a Christmas TV special in America where the US President Barack Obama and his family are expected to attend. So the singer said he would forever be sorry for any pain that he had caused. Next up, as I'm sure you know from your advent calendar, there are only 17 days left to go until Christmas. And getting in the festive spirit, we've been quizzing boy band The Wanted all about what they get up to at this time of year. Check it out.
A bike.
Yeah, it's all about the bike.
My auntie gave me one of them things where you have to put like the outline of your name in like the thing for like 3-year-olds when I was 11.
Yes. No.
Yes.
No as a child, yes as an adult.
Your palate develops. What do cows listen to at Christmas?
Music.
Christmas music.
Oh.
Not milking it.
I'm hoping for family time.
I hope it snows.
Yeah.
Inner peace.
I'll love a white Christmas.
And contentment. Not really a carol.
The treetops glisten and children listen
Christmas song,
to hear sleigh bells in the snow.
But still, a great Christmas song.
Now, for kids stuck in places like hospitals over Christmas, they often miss out on things like the Christmas pantomime.
Oh, no, they don't.
There you go. Thanks to the cast of Aladdin at Newcastle's Theatre Royale, 8,000 poorly kids will now see a special pantomime broadcast right by their bedsides.
I think it's fantastic, especially this time of year as well. Christmas, and it's meant to be a jolly time, especially for the children. Especially for the children, because they won't be able to get to see the pantomime. It's great to be able to bring the panto to them.
Yeah, she certainly got in the pantomime spirit, didn't she? Well, that's all from me for today, but I'm back bright and early tomorrow morning, so I will see you then. Bye-bye.